So
I'm gonna try, but I got a lot of it's
Oh.
crazy here right now.
That's okay, Marty. That's all
All right, I
right.
want my $50 back then.
we are live. Are you recording or should we?
Good.
Hello, fellow founders, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome once again. My name is Comfort Confo. I'm calling all the way from the United Kingdom. And of course, we know that every Saturday I host the OTech Pros. As you can see, the house is full. We have some giants in the house. The team is a powerful one, guys. Let's make use of what we've got. Let's look into what we have. We know that there's a lot of excitement. A lot of things are happening. What is happening? But let's begin by saying hi. Chris Johnson, you are welcome.
Well, hello. It's a wonderful pleasure for me to be here. And like I said, I am the perfect poster child because I am not a techie person. These four gentlemen have taught me a lot about things that I have no idea, but I do now. So I appreciate all you guys have done. And I'm real proud to be here. I'm excited to hear this talk, especially with Mike Ellis. We're the two unluckiest techie guys in the world.
Sure, you are. Yes, you are just the best we've got today because you know the turkey guys, they say crazy stuff. They use their jargon. We don't understand, and what we say in a nutshell is just we are fine, right? You are Mike are here to just make it simple and easy for everybody. Mike, you are welcome.
Yeah, no, thanks, Comfort. Chris, were you going to go through what Ash said the other day, or are we just going to?
You were just going to say hi first, greet our people, because people are watching us in 20 different channels. After that, we can launch officially.
Okay, yeah. Well, hi to everybody. We're glad you're here. Hopefully we bring some good value to the station. I think we've got some things to talk about that will benefit your little journey in on passive. And I think by the time we get off, you're probably not going to sleep for the next week. So yes, stay tuned. We're here. Go ahead, Comfort.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. So guys, do you just want to say hi for 2 seconds each, not more than that? Collins, Oliver, Bob, and Vincent. Just say hi to our guys who are watching, then we can go from there, please. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are here again, to give you all the good news from OnPassive. So we're just glad to be here. Yeah, we are at your service. Thank you.
Hello, guys. My name is Vincent Tete, calling from UK. We are happy to see you. And then stay connected. We have two great guys here today. We have Mark Ellis and then Chris Johnson. You know Chris, and then powerful guys. So please stay connected. Listen to them also. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Bob, please. Okay. Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Hello, this is okay. Yeah, hi, my name is Oliver. I'm OTech Pro. I want to thank Chris and Mike to be here with us today. Maddie, hi, thank you, big bro. And I want to thank everybody, Bob, Vincent, Collins, Comfort. I want to say hi, and to the audience, hi. We have good news, and we are fired up. Thank you.
You go, Jack.
Yes, this is your brother Bob from Bel Air, Maryland. Hello to all the brand ambassadors. It's good to be here. Thank you for coming, Brother Chris, Brother Mike, Brother Maddie, and my fellow brothers, Oliver, Vincent, Collins, and of course you, Miss Comfort. Thank you for always being ready to, guide us along. And I hope we're going to have a very, very pleasant hour with our fellow founders.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully, I think so too. Thank you once again, guys. Thank you for joining. Wherever you're watching, we are streaming live on about 20 channels, and the job is yours to spread the good news around the world. So share, and why not subscribe to any channel you are watching on. So like I said earlier on, a lot of things are happening. A lot happened even the week that has just ended. However, we just want to go on what Mr. Ash Mufareh said on OP360. That was yesterday, I think. So we would like Mike to go first. If you can remember any salient point, any important points, what I said yesterday, let's just go have a look at that, and then we can go from there, please, Mike.
So this is just an hour, huh, Comfort?
Yes.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, Mr. Mufareh has shared so much with us, the vision of OnPassive. He shared the new talent that's coming into OnPassive and what's going on it. It's changed so much just in the last 4 months. It's hard to talk about just one thing. As Ash came on with the 360 with Chris and Red and Marty, he went over a few things that are going on today, where we're at, the sign up process, and I'll let Chris go over that stuff if he'd like to. Pretty simple stuff. Ash has made it very, very, very easy for everybody. And then he started to talk about what's coming on Monday, the products that are coming out, what we're going to be getting from OnPassive. And I really want to start this with where OnPassive is and what Mr. Mufareh is doing and what Dr. Soho is doing for us, the founders, those individuals that are brand ambassadors to OnPassive. This is so important because Dr. Soho, she really is brilliant. She understands marketing. She understands how to get this in front of people, not only customers, but other people coming in that are looking at OnPassive and want to become resellers of OnPassive. And when they start to talk about OnPassive, and Ash said this on Chris's 360 yesterday, he talked about OnPassive being dynamic. And that's so important to understand that term, dynamic. I've been online for a very long time. I've done a lot of different things online and offline, and I have never been with a company that is dynamic. And what do I mean by that? It can change on a dime. Most companies that I've been involved with, they could never keep up with the times. They could never keep up with the things that are changing around them. And because they weren't dynamic, because they couldn't turn on a dime, they just didn't survive. And obviously, when a company doesn't survive, you don't make any money, and that's not a good thing. You want those apples to flow. OnPassive is so dynamic. It doesn't matter what happens in the worldwide ecosystem. It doesn't matter what happens in business. OnPassive can turn on a dime and can adjust and do whatever it needs to do for us to be successful. That's so important to have a company that can do that. That is the culture of OnPassive. That is what Ash Mufareh has done. This is what Dr. Soho is doing every single day. When you start to think about the marketing that's going on in OnPassive with the World Cup and the marketing that's coming after that. And I'll get into that in a second and talk about numbers a little bit. And it's not about apples, it's just numbers. I love the numbers. It is so dynamic what they are doing. It is absolutely awesome. And then Dr. Soho came on and said, listen, what we want to talk about as brand ambassadors of OnPassive, we want to talk about a company that has solutions. Why is that powerful? I'm telling you, this is such an old adage. If you can give people what they want, you'll get what you want. And OnPassive, when we start to talk about solutions, we talk about business, we talk about personal, we talk about communications, we talk about education, we talk about HR. We have so many solutions for people. And then fill in the blank for yourself. That's all I can say about that. Just fill in the blank for yourself. What solution are you looking for? Whatever it is, OnPassive can come in and give you that solution. So as we become a company of solutions, and that's how we introduce OnPassive to the world. When you talk to the OTech pros that are here, and believe me, if you want the skinny on OnPassive, you listen to these guys. They're going to tell you the guts of OnPassive, and you're going to understand why we're in such a unique position and a position where we will win. Period. We will win.
Yeah. Thank you.
Was that too much? Was that too
much?
Cover?
No, you can never say too much about passive because we've got a bit more than enough, right? So
yeah, no, if you want to hand it over, go ahead and hand it over, and I'll jump in when you want me to.
Sure.
I could literally, I had a conversation with Marty and Dan this morning. It went about an hour and a half. And when that happens, I'm going in 100 different directions, believe me. But go ahead, Comfort.
We are going to hold you back. If you're going some direction, we don't want to bring you back here. So don't worry. Yeah. So Chris, yesterday you were there with Ash. You were live with Ash on OP360. What did you take home as a reminder to our fellow founders who are watching us now?
Well, you know what? It's always an honor to be anywhere with Ash and Marty and Red. even all of you individuals here. It's always an honor to show up because I know we all have the same mindset. What I'm getting out of Ash, what I witnessed for a while now, but a lot yesterday, is how much he really does care about the founders. I've had quite a few conversations with him, and he says, Chris, I have to take care of the founders first, constantly. He constantly thinks about all of us, which is not normal, you know, for a CEO. Normally a CEO is the bottom line. Now, what do we got to do to survive? And Ash is saying, I want you all to survive. You can see he's been literally burning the candle on both ends nonstop. You could see he was a little tired. Matter of fact, before we got on, I said, man, you look really tired, brother. He goes, I'm exhausted, but he was nothing but excitement. But I mean, he keeps making things easier for all of us. He understands. We give him some feedback. He loves these feedbacks, by the way. Well, I got to make that easier. If they're not understanding this, normally I would say dummyfy something. I'll say Chrisified something, because I'm the guy he needs to make it easier for. But to be honest, it's really simple. And he keeps making it easier and easier, which is creating a lot of extra work for him. And I do appreciate him doing that. And I hope everyone else does. But I've never seen a guy just keep giving. He just keeps giving. And to sit right next to him on a Zoom or a phone call is pretty amazing, because Ash doesn't change his direction. He doesn't change his opinion. He doesn't believe in being angry or upset. He believes in just bowling straight ahead, going forward, and getting the goal. What is about the founders? Let's get these guys in here. Let's get this going. And he keeps going. Yeah, like I said, I turn a lot of things into him from the founders for feedback off the webinars. He'll say, Chris, give me a couple minutes. Check it out. I actually feel guilty sometimes doing that because I don't want to bug him. I want him to keep going. But he's not only is he a great friend, but when I say leader, he's a great leader. There's no doubt about it. Comfort.
Right.
Back
Sure.
to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, Chris. So guys, you know, I think we all listened to Ash. He says a lot. Everything Ash says, if you want to go into it, we can stay here till tomorrow. We'll never exhaust that. However, I think he ended on a note that our interest here, we have launched, we are live, and we are going on and on step by step as he planned. And he ends up on a note that we are not all about money. He says this over and over and over again. We are not about money, but about value. So I'd just like us to use this opportunity, both sharing to our fellow founders and of course, those who are watching us, considering whether or not they should hop in. Let us tell them, or just let's exploit value, the value that Mr. Ash Mufareh has got to offer us, be it from the perspective of business solution, from security, or anywhere, how you look at it, it's all about value. Collins, can you start here, please?
Thank you, Comfort. Yeah, just great presentation by Mike Ellis and Chris. You know, you guys have just nailed it. Yeah, when we look at what Mr. Ash is doing with the team in Hyderabad, it's more about value. Because as Mike said, if you provide value to the people, you get what you want. If we look at the hundreds of applications that are out there, some of them does not really meet the customer need, because the first thing, what do you want? When you are building a solution, what do you expect? Would this solution meet the customer expectation? If it doesn't meet customer expectation, then you are in the wrong boat, you know? So you need to build something that customers will love. And this is what Mr. Ash Mufareh is doing. Like what Chris said, he always give and give and give. Listen to the customer, listen to the founders. When they cry, he said, okay, do you want it? Yes, I will give it. I will make it easy. It is not easy for the tech team to do that. But Mr. Ash Mufareh wants our life to be as much easier as possible. So if Mr. Ash Mufareh can think about us, what about the 5.5 billion internet users? Those people are the one that Mr. Ash Mufareh is looking at, say, you know what, I want to make your life easy. There is something unpassive you can get. And I always say, everybody on this planet Earth, every person, single individual will use unpassive because of the value that the products and services will provide. You know, we are talking about value. I look at Mail. I was like, oh my God. You know, there are people who cannot spell, there are people who cannot read and they cannot read and write. But can you do video mailing? Yes, I can go and say something and push the button, it goes to Chris. Chris, look at me. Yes, I want to tell you because I cannot spell it. You know, my English is bad. But Chris can look at it and say, yes, I can see. This is Collins. You know, this is what Arch is providing for everybody. Those who cannot do anything, there is a way out for you to use it. So OnPassive is for the dummies, for those who are learned. It's for everybody. This is a place to be. That's the value we are talking about. There is no way. Look at ONET. It's just going crazy. Who can match that? We are writing history. OnPassive is writing history, and only OnPassive can beat its own record. You write your race and then break it again. We create a top and we'll create the next top. So I will just throw it there. You know, if I want to talk about this value, it's just crazy.
Yeah, sure. We've got enough time. So, Brother Oliver and maybe Vincent, two of you can handle this. You know, a while ago we discussed value and security. The layers upon layers of security we've got is one of the values we discussed. Right now, as it stands, for the past week, we've been changing. We've moved from here to there. A lot of stuff. We correct and do stuff. Can we still boast of security being there? That we say this is what we've got, like nobody has had before.
Oh yeah. I want to thank Collins, Chris Johnson, and Mike for the wonderful presentation. And yeah, the value that OnPassive is going to bring when it comes to security, we are way, way, way ahead of any other company you can think of on this planet Earth. One, we should remember that whatever thing we got is hybrid. You know, AI. We use artificial intelligence. When you listen to the director of Heidelberg, he talked about two things: AI and cloud security. These two things, I don't see any company that can beat us on our security. You know, AI comes with its own security. College just talk about our emails, spams free. You know, we don't have any spams folder there. You know, then come again. Our internal network is secured. Our database, AI, secured. There's nobody. Yes, we don't, as a security person, we don't give 100%, but we can give 99%. That OnPassive will get 99%. The data is secured. Come again. We are not going to sell our data out there like others are doing. That alone, customers know that their data are secured. When you want to look, I'll leave the one for policy to my brother Bob. When it comes to policy, the only company that has moved from one country to the other, 198 countries, I'm sure we are about 200 now, that comply, that they send their legal team to comply to all these countries that we are going to operate in. We are going to provide our solutions, our products, our solutions to them. Those policies, we comply, we meet all those policies. So we want to then come in our networking, our internal security is there. Look, when I say hybrid, our data center is hybrid, from cloud, on-prem, multi-region cloud is there. So when this system shut down, disaster recovery, business continuity, RTO, RPO, all kicks in, automatic.
Right.
Automatic. So there's zero failure. One thing I discussed with Bob all these days, that I was scared. I was scared the day we went live, but nothing happened. Nothing. I discussed with Bob all these days. Nothing happened. Then again, Ash came and told us that our data is this, our system is this, and everybody was rushing in to like register to move to OES. Our system was still there looking at us. Nothing. We are fine.
Wow. Thank you, bro. Thanks. Yeah. We are fine indeed. So yes, thank you. I really appreciate. I want Vincent to add again from the technical perspective. When we hear him talk and mention data center and data and stuff, we want to hear from Vincent a bit. So bro, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you, my brother Oliver. I sent brother Oliver talk about security. Mark Ellis and Chris Johnson and Collins, thank you for wonderful presentation. So I'll add a bit to what Brother Oliver said about security and also about the general, because let's think that our CEO promised us a few months ago, he said, stacking in the cool. What he said is deliver quality product.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also add more features to our product. And then the third thing he added, secure more. And then secure more, that's why, because he has delivered the quality product, we have also had more features like Collins and Oliver added it. And then now we are on the security side. We have add more security to our product. So in terms of security, when you go to the Windows side, our product is secure by the firewall, window firewall is there. And then we have also inside the database, the security is there. We have a TDE, transparent data encryption, where our system is encrypted. And then we have also always on availability group, always on availability group. That means our system, like Oliver mentioned, our system will be always available. So what that means is that minimize the downtime and then maximize the uptime. That's why it means for that business. And then Mr. Ash has delivered. So this is a high level business security system that he has put in place. And then also in the top of that, the data center, all our system go to the data center and then it's secure there. So we don't have to worry, because when the data leak, we send it to different company, we are worried about our data. But in our case, on passive, all the data is secure in our own data center, our own environment. So this is a tight security system that we have that others don't have. And then even in terms of the cloud, the best security ever, Mr. Ash has put into place again. So when you go all about the data center on premises, because most of our product, you can also on premises. And then if you go to on premise, you have a VPN. So we have our own VPN again, where is also best security ever again. And then when you go to the cloud, you can also, our system also in the cloud. And then we have our own cloud security attached to artificial intelligence system security. So all the security is there. There's nothing to worry. And then we have the best security over. So nothing to worry, like Brother Oliver said, we are fine. So in terms of security, we don't have to worry. Everything's there. The best security in the IT market I can know and then I'm aware of on passive have it. And then some of the security, the latest security feature like artificial intelligence system that we have, those companies, even the giant, they don't have what we have. So thank you, Sister Comfort.
Wow, thank you. Thanks so much. It's just good to know, because if we know how we found ourselves here, calling ourselves founders of this business, how did we get here? How much did it cost? This is the value we get for just a significant figure, right? So I really appreciate this. And when you say minimizing downtime and maximizing uptime sounds like music to the ears of a business person. Who doesn't want this? And we give it at the least price possible, because we are here to deliver value. We don't care about money. So Chris, if you can, please, these guys have talked about security. Let's discuss this from you and my own perspective as lay people, right? We know how secure it is on our social media or net that we've got, both for you and myself as adults and even for our young children. So can you comment on that from that angle, how safe it feels on the social media?
Well, you've heard of Fort Knox. We now have Fort Unpassive. Okay. As a lot of people have found it, including myself over the years, I have been hacked. I've had money taken out of my accounts. Off that thing we call FB, been really, really tore up because of that. People got my information and made my life not a real good life for a couple of days, a year, because someone always seems to get in there. So now that we got Fort Unpassive, which is like Fort Knox, knowing that we have a system that's going to protect us 100%, I absolutely love that, especially for children. Children are more, you know what, if you listen to what's happened in the last few years about kids and how dangerous it was for kids. Now, we want kids on the internet because they can educate. The education is unbelievable that you can get off, especially O Academy. We want them there, but we also want to know as parents say, my kid's safe in that classroom. No one's, taken from them. So security is a number one thing. And that's one of the things I love about Fort Unpassive. Back to you, Comfort.
All right. Thank you. Thanks so much. So, Mike, if you can, Brother Bob, I know you've not gone yet, but you'll be fine. So I just want us to look at the best user experience, because about 3 weeks ago, ago, Dr. Soha and his team presented a research that they made on the third world countries, right? Just to provide them best experience on social media, something they've not had before, you know. So do you want to comment on this, even on a general basis, just this best user experience? Yeah, you know, and whatever you have in mind to add to what you've heard the team say. Mike.
Why don't you let Bob comment on that first, Comfort?
Sure.
I'll get on one of my rants and he'll never get
User
on again.
experience, yes.
Okay, go
Go ahead,
bro.
Bob.
Yes, you know, thank you, Brother Mike. Thank you, everyone, Brother Chris, and my fellow brothers. When we talk of user experience, I want us to remember that Mr. Ash Mufare, his primary focus is that value to give to the user. So remember, we have a user experience, there's a team actually in Hyderabad that is focused on making sure our founders, our customers have the ultimate experience when they come into our system. I call it an exhilarating experience. He wants them to have an exhilarating experience when you come into any of OnPassive ecosystem, any of our products. When you get in there, you have that experience. You want to stay in there, you want to live there, so you shop. But he's also thinking about developing the entire place. So you see that even before we start, there's a team trying to do research in Africa to see and understand how, as a continent in Africa, how they are also using AI in their social media space. You know, that just tells us more about the heart of our founder, that he doesn't only look at the financial aspect of what will become, but he looks at the value. How does it impact us? And he says this in his own words, Sister Comfort. He says that value is the magnet of wealth. When you give value to a product, like Colin said, showed us Oatmeal. My mother does not write well. I can send her a video mail using Oatmeal, or she can compose a mail with Oatmeal, voice to text, and send it to me. Those are revolutionary features that have never been seen before. And OnPassive comes here, brings this cutting-edge technology to the public for free. Unheard of and mind-blowing.
Right. Thank you. So, Mike, you just want to say what's in your mind, in your own words. Go ahead.
I can tell you, if you want to know OnPassive and you want to know the workings of OnPassive, if you want to know how powerful OnPassive is, you listen to Oliver, you listen to Bob, you listen to Vincent, you listen to Collins. Everything that they're saying is probably a 6-hour conversation. Each little item that they're talking about, we could talk about for days and days and days. And what I'd like to do is bring it full circle and bring it back to the brand ambassadors, the founding members, you and I that are participating with OnPassive. There are so many things going on right now. I know most people's brains they're just spinning. You know, I see all this stuff happening. How am I going to use it? How can I adapt? How can I come in and grow my business and take care of that bottom line? And when you start to think about OnPassive and you're coming in, you're getting into your OES back office, you're seeing the free products, and most people are going, well, you know, that's nice. I love the free products, but where's the paid products? Totally, you need to have a totally different mindset. As I talked to Dan and Marty this morning, and they just blow my mind. And they start talking about the free products, and the free products will set you free in so many ways. When you start to talk about the free products, and I can tell you, Dan, Marty, and I, we are the kings of giving away free products. And why is that important? Anytime you can give something that has tremendous value, as the OTech pros have talked about and Comfort has talked about, anytime you can give a free product to an individual that has tremendous value, what are they going to do with them? Number one, they're going to use it. You know, whether you talk about Oatmeal or Onet or Otrim, Oliver talked about it earlier. Security is such a big deal when you start talking about these products, and OnPassive is unsurpassed with security. With Omail, everything is encrypted. If you go from Omail to Omail, it's all encrypted. No government can come in and take it. No company can come in and take it. It's yours. No one's going to steal that stuff and then use it, as Chris talked about. That is such a big deal. It has such tremendous value. That's one thing in Omail. There are 100 things in Omail that have tremendous value, and we can give that away for free. Why is that a big deal? Here's where it gets really, really fun.
Right.
Yeah, just pick a number. What if you brought in 100,000 people in a year for Omail? 100,000 people. Now, I know most of you are going, well, man, that's a lot of people. I could never do that. I could never bring in 100,000 people. Well, you're wrong. You could. But if you do that, and all of a sudden you start with 10 or 15 or 20, and these individuals are coming in, they're getting in Omail, they're absolutely loving it. They love what they're doing. What's happening to your business? What's happening to your organization? Well, you've got 10 or 15 or 20 people that have come in, and all of a sudden, those individuals are starting to share it. What does that mean? They're going to work for you. How awesome is that? They're going to build your business from free products, sharing that with their individuals. And I can tell you, I've seen things go value. I know how the numbers work. And when you start to do that, and all of a sudden the numbers go from 10 to 100 to 1,000 to 10,000, 100,000 people in a year is not that unrealistic. Now, Marty, Dan, and I won't go there. I won't tell you what numbers we're thinking about, because you won't sleep.
Right.
They're off the well. They're off the wall. But that's how Marty thinks. That's how Dan thinks, and that's why I don't sleep at night. I get done talking to those guys and I go, holy mackerel! But this can happen to you, and when it does happen, they start sharing. And here's the really, really cool thing about individuals sharing free products that you shared with them. Mm-hmm. I can tell you this flat out. I know people, I know what they need, because I was in the same boat at one time. I know what they need. And all of a sudden they start to see what's happening. They see what you're doing. Why? Because you're telling them, and they're asking you, what are you doing? How's it working for you? How's all this stuff going? And all of a sudden they start thinking, well, why couldn't I become a reseller? Okay. Right. Now they come in, and all along, as they're getting the free products, they're coming in and looking at the paid products. They are buying, guys. Believe me, over the course of time, week, months, year, they are buying. All of a sudden, your income starts to increase. Those apples start to flow, and that bottom line, it just improves every single day, every single week, every single month. And by the end of the year, where do you think you're going to be? And it's simply by sharing. Right. Because of all the reasons that the OTech pros have given us, why people will want to use these free products, and they're numerous. It's going to be so easy for us to come in, share the free products, and then just watch. Amazing things are going to happen. This is the genius this is the genius behind Ash Mufareh. This is the genius behind Dr. Soha. This is the genius behind, and I forget the gentleman's name that's running a lot of the advertising for OnPassive. It's what's going to be happening to. This is the other thing. All right. Numbers, just real quick, and I'll stop. Oh, Comfort. Sure. Just real quick, the numbers. Understand what they're doing with the marketing campaigns right now. Understands what's happening right before your eyes. Ash talked the other day, and Chris can verify this. We got about, 3,000 people coming in an hour right now. All of those individuals will come into OnPassive, whether they're free or pay, whatever it is. They will come into OnPassive through the brand ambassadors. That's you and I. There you go. It's already started. You haven't shared anything, but they're coming in, they're landing in your organization, and all of a sudden your organization starts to grow because they start sharing. Now, if you do your part and bring in 5 or 10 or 15 or 20, believe me, by the end of the year, you're going to be astounded at what's going to happen. So everything we're talking about has value. Everything that the tech pros have talked about has value. All of these things are solutions that we're giving to people. Dr. Soha is so right. And I mean, it's just awesome the way she's explaining things. If you give people solutions, it's over, guys. You're going to get what you want, and you're going to get it in. It's just going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool to look at.
And it's
Go
game
ahead,
on.
Comfort.
Right.
I probably took up too much time.
Thank you, Mike. That is on passive. You know, we can talk on and on and on, and it's never gets finished. Everybody understands. You said a lot, but I'm taking this home. The free products will set you free. Did anybody get that? I think I understand. I know exactly what you mean, because we listen to Marty too sometimes, and he says things that we get exactly what you mean by the free product setting us free, Mike. Thank you so much for that. Let's quickly go on two things. We've got almost about half an hour to go again. So let's see. You know, we are talking here about value. And everything is, our company is built on from scratch with artificial intelligence. Let's look at the value that this, I don't know what it is, this technology has got to offer us, because it's something I just heard about it now that we have on passive. So what value is artificial intelligence bringing to the company? I don't know if I'm asking well, but I know that you team will give just what our people want to hear. Collins, can you go on this first, please?
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Comfort. That's right. You know, as we rightly said, everything is built using artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is, you know, has been there for long, but it was not utilized to its fullness. So now is the time, because ask yourself, why on passive? Why now? Mr. Ash Mufara has been there for a long time, but why now on passive is coming? It's because this is the time that they are using modern technology to build latest code, to write the program that artificial intelligence technology can fulfill the value or the functions that they have. Because at that time, there was nothing we can build on. People were using, Mufara will tell you this, people were using Visual Basic to write code. You know, but now we're talking about JSON, you're talking about JavaScript, talking about C#, talking about C++, all those coding. The language now, which they are using to build the technology we have, is modern. Those days were just outdated and old, and though artificial intelligence was there, but what do you build it on? At that time, these modern tools were not there to support artificial intelligence to its fullness. But now we have them in place. We are talking about automation. At that time, there was nothing like automation. Now code can just sit and you write the code, you click a button, you go in, it just takes you from one place to the other. That is what they call automation. You build it, you click, it does what it says it can do. So everything is just automated. So we're talking about artificial intelligence. Look at OnPassive, it's automated. Build with artificial intelligence, automated, all hands-free, done for you. That's what they are talking, latest technology. We have the brain, we're talking about data scientists coming to analyze data for us. You know, everything is just there. We're talking about single sign-on. Those days, there was no single sign-on. You know, and how do you bring single sign-on in something that is not automated? Because, you know, the transformation moving from one product to the other, you must automate them for you to be able to click this button, it takes you here, click this button. That's the automation. And what is running behind? Artificial intelligence can look at the data and say, no, you've done it wrong. No, you've done it right. No, this person is not who he says it is. So artificial intelligence is just looking at it and giving you a real-time machine behaving like humans, you know, analyzing data, doing things that, you know, the repetitive jobs that we cannot do. How many times do we do something and we say we are fed up? Sometimes, how long can you do something for 1 hour or 2 hours? You have just 30 minutes or 1 hour, then you say, you know what, they call it what, your optimum speed will start to drop because of fatigue. But we're talking about machine. Machine doesn't tire. It doesn't tire. It's just like if you push a button, it will give you until you go and tell that button that, no, I don't want it again. Stop. I'm tired. I want 100. You give me 200. You know, and that is what Mr. Ash said. When we push that button, it's uncontrollable. Wow. It will just go on and on and on and on and on till you go crazy. You know, and when Mike is saying about, you know, we've not even started yet. When they will start and actually will go to fish, you know, it will go crazy because it will look at every continent Who wants what? We have it here. Bring it to OnPassive. What do you need? Bring it, because it's all automated. We talk about single sign-on. Whose business will not use single sign-on? How many passwords can you keep in your mind? Sometimes you go 1 week, you come back, Mike will tell you, oh, I forgot my password. Please, can you reset my password? Now you have single sign-on. You log in, you see this product, you see mail. You know, many roads will lead to home. Okay. You go through ONET, you come into our ecosystem. You go through OMail ecosystem, go through ODEX ecosystem, and everything is just in front of you. It will haunt you until you're just like, you know what? I just have to get in because I'm tired to listen to this. Let me go in. So thank you, Comfort.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, Mike, I would like to pass this over to you again because I've been wanting to have this chat with you. Let's use this opportunity. Over and over, you have said artificial intelligence, I think, is the best tool in the right hands. So from your own perspective, what do you mean by that? After which Chris will comment on what he gets from what you and Collins are saying about artificial intelligence or anything else. Then we switch to something else so that our brothers can speak too. So go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you came back to me, Comfort, because this is a really, really big topic. AI, it's really, really important, AI and what you can do with AI. But what people need to understand, there are a lot of bad actors out there that will use AI in a way they should not. What is OnPassive? OnPassive, what we do is we change lives. How do we do that? We do not control them. We give them liberty. We give them freedom. If you use AI in the correct way, all of those things will happen to individuals. If you use it in a bad way, they will use it to control and get you to do what they want you to do. That is not OnPassive. OnPassive comes in and uses AI in the correct way. They use AI to improve lives. They use AI to make people's lives better, to give them control and to live the lifestyles they want to do. And I know the tech pros know this. There are bad actors out there that use AI in a very, very improper way. That is not OnPassive. Everything OnPassive does is ethical, honest, and clean. That is Ash Bufara. That is the people that are working for him. Dr. Soha, which I'm absolutely falling in love with. She's just terrific. But AI is such a big deal. And when it's used in the proper way, in the right hands, that is OnPassive, it is going to improve your life. It is going to improve your business. It is going to give you opportunity to have liberty and freedom, to have mobility, to live the life you want to live. That's what we want to give people. That's what we want to bring to the table and to the marketplace. So AI, it's a really, really big deal. But like any technology, if it gets in the hands of the wrong people, it can do some damage. We don't want any part of that. That is not OnPassive. We are here to help and get you to that place where you're just going, yeah, this is a good life. That's what OnPassive is. So hopefully that answers that a little bit, Comfort.
Definitely it does. Sure. Thank you so much. Chris, do you have any comments to make on what you've heard so far, please?
Yeah, same as Mike. Ash threw all the garbage out. I mean, we're the educational, everything Ash has brought into with this tech team and Dr. Soha, I call her Dr. Super, is educational. There's no junk or garbage in here. And that's the way he wanted it from the beginning. That's the way he's kept it. And that's the way it's got this. Listen, clean is mean, okay? This company, because of his cleanliness, because of his protection, is going to be an amazing thing for every person in this world. And you're right. Listen, artificial intelligence, every company right now, if they're not using some kind of artificial intelligence, they're already 10 years behind the game. And every company knows that. Where do you think companies are going to come to for the products we have because of AI? They're not going to go rebuild the whole wheel. They're going to say, man, we got to go check out the OnPassive. Now think about this. Think about 1,400,000 people and we all get put in this big ball. You remember the game Bingo? Someone's rolling that and these little balls. It isn't going to be B1. It's going to be Mike Ellis, win, Comfort Contour, win. And it's constantly going to be rolling and rolling. And that's that AI kicking in for us. Everyone in the world is going to want to be part of OnPassive. Why? Because it's ethical, it's clean. And to this day, I had a lot of people that I talked to in the last few years. They're like, Nah, it's too good to be true. All those people are now calling me now. That's the truth. All right, Chris, what do you got? Well, okay, let's talk. I want to get you in the Bingo Ball Hall of Fame, where you're going to be going 24/7, 365 days a year. So let me tell you, folks, who's listening out there, these guys right here, the 4Tech guys, Mike Ellis, Comfort Counter, we have won every bingo game for the rest of our life because of them passive. And the ball keeps turning. You know these people? Listen, get ready to see some, what I'm going to call magical links are coming your way. And they're all coming our way because they have to go through all of the founders to get into that ball. Comfort, that's all I got. I'm sorry for going on.
Thank you, Chris. Yesterday we had this conversation too, where we thought about what people say, oh, it's too good to be true. But then Susie McCray makes it so sweet. She says, of course, yes, it's too good to be true. However, yes, it is true. It's true. That's what OnPassive is, right? That's how much we've got. There are no two ways of presenting it. We just present what we have. So thank you, brothers, for that wonderful contribution. So Brother Bob, Oliver, and Vincent, I want to get something to add. If maybe you had something to say on artificial intelligence, you might want to connect. But let's look at traffic really quick, guys. I just want us to look at this. People want to understand, is traffic just this tool to facilitate our business, the sale, the advertisement and sale of our business, or is it a sellable product too? Say something about traffic. And if you think that it has a relationship with artificial intelligence, go for it. Brother Bob.
Yes. Traffic is a product of OnPassive. It's one of our products. There's a tool called OTraffic, but the uniqueness of this product or of our traffic is one thing that we must know is that our founder, Mr. Ash Mufarah, that is where he gained his notoriety. That is what he knows best. That is what he does best, sending traffic. And when we talk about traffic here, we mean customers for the layman. So when you say traffic, you are sending customers to a site. You're driving traffic, targeted traffic. So each and every one of us, each and every founder of us, when we say the founder OnPassive is sending you traffic, all 1.4 million founders, each and every one of us were going to be sent direct targeted traffic. And I believe it's on each product. Each product have specific targeted traffic that will be sent. AI, we have AI exclusive traffic from the source, says our founder, So with a very high conversion rate, that means a rate of maybe over 50, 60, 70%. So those customers are the people that are coming to our website to buy this product, are the people who are looking for the things that we are selling, our products, that will be all on our website, So it is automated, all driven by AI, They have the features, to capture analytics, figure out exactly your likes, the things that you're looking for, they capture, and then they direct you like a funnel. The funnel will direct you to the website that has the product that you're selling. But it's also a product that customers, other resellers, other businesses are going to want to buy to have them, so that traffic is being directed to their businesses as well. On AI, I wanted to add something.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
The value of OnPassive is her implementation of artificial intelligence at the root. But it's also her integration and the automation that Collins said brilliantly. But our founder also said something on OP360 with Chris the other day. He said, we are going to start enabling the disruptive features of AI mechanics. I don't know if you guys got that. What it means is that, so everything that we are seeing right now, there is more. There is more stuff that is going to blow our minds that we haven't seen yet. When I heard that, it sparked a bulb in my head, and I was like, wow, okay, so this is not it, because right now, as far as the website is, the presentation and everything, I'm just in awe of what I see. I want to live in OBS. I want to enjoy the products. I want to buy something right now. If they could make enable it so we can shop, because it is just presented brilliantly. The user experience is just great. But he's telling us that they are still going to enable some disruptive AI mechanics. That's
Right.
powerful.
I know that's ash for us. The moment you
Yeah.
think you have reached the top, then he is
Compounding.
creating another top. So you can never have enough of him, right? So
Compounding.
it's
Yeah.
really exciting indeed. Thank you. Thanks so much. So let's hear from Marty. Sorry, Mike. There's no way we can discuss traffic without you adding your voice. So I think everybody has a bit of something to say. You will be at the tail end, Mike, because we want to hear a bit more from you when it comes to discussing traffic. Just listen to others. Let's hear from Vincent really quick, please.
Yeah, traffic. Traffic is a done deal. It is OnPassive. OnPassive will bring in eyes. They'll get in front of your business. They'll come in and they'll get into the OnPassive ecosystem. That's a done deal. Ash is a master at that. His traffic sources are bar none the best. But let's get back to AI just real quickly, Comfort. Yes, AI is going to be improving. Yes, Ash has some of the best technicians in that field in the world, and it is going to improve. And when you start to think about the free products, people coming into your organization, this is what's going to happen. You personally, you don't know how to bring them in. You don't know how to get them to buy products or anything like that, but AI, and this is so ingenious, AI is going to take each individual that comes into the OnPassive ecosystem. It is going to take them by the hand and take them around and show them different things in a very unintrusive way, in a way that they're going to come in and their eyes are just going to get wider and wider and wider. This is all AI. AI is doing everything. And when that happens and they come in, they're using the free products, they buy, they start to share. Again, the numbers start to get just astounding. This is all the genius of OnPassive, and it is what the tech team is talking about. AI is really the key for all of this working. Yeah, you've got to have the traffic. Yeah, you've got to have all the products. Yeah, you have to have the marketing campaign. Yeah, we have to have all those things, and all these things are integrated, working together. And when you put AI in the middle of it, all of a sudden, when someone comes into your organization, and by the way, that's happening today, it's happening right now, even though you don't see it. As soon as we get into the paid products and you can see individuals coming into OnPassive ecosystem, you're going to start seeing your organization grow. And when that starts to happen, AI is going to make it grow even more. It really is astounding what Ash has done. And Bob's right on. There are things coming with AI that are just going to blow your mind. I'm not even sure Ash will even ever share that stuff with us, but you're going to be able to see it by the number of people coming in and getting excited about OnPassive, getting the free products and buying the paid products. It's a fun time for everybody that's here and everybody that watches this webinar. You are where you need to be. And over the course of the next days, weeks, and months, yeah, just get ready. Wow.
Right. Wow, indeed. So, Brother Oliver, over to you, please.
Yeah, we'll talk of traffic. OnPassive is the future of internet. Simple. And then we talk about the value. Look at the products.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to come and buy OConnect, you have the enterprise, I'll call it the enterprise O-mail, that is free. You have OTrim, free. Tell me, who will not come to get OTrim? OnPassive gives it out for free. With, as my brother Bob said, it's built from scratch, from foundation, with AI embedded into it. Automation, 100%, integration. Who is that CEO that can resist OnPassive product? No CEO can resist us. Then if you want to talk about ONET is there. ONET is there. I don't see anybody that can resist. Now OnPassive is not targeting the 5 billion plus people that are in the internet. OnPassive target 7 billion plus, because our products will speak for themselves. Let me take Obless. Anybody that comes into Obless, free. You pay nothing. You get every dime that you get. Like It's more than any other crowdfunding out there. It's more than any other crowdfunding out there that is free. I don't know how Ash is going to do it. Maybe if we want traffic, you might buy traffic also that there's run traffic there. Maybe, we don't know. You know, so anything on passive is going to bring traffic on its own. It's going to bring traffic on its own, because anybody that will come into our ecosystem to shop, the product that you come to get one, you see yourself getting 5, 10. Because when you look at the cost of what is in the market today, for one product that's in the market today, you come to OnPassive, you might have 3 or 2 or 4. Wow. Because of what? The subscription, the licenses. And that's why I always say that our CEO saw the gaps that are in the market, that are in the software that in the market, the products that are in the market. He look at them, he cover all those gaps, then he add AI on top of it, automation on top of it, integration on top of it. We are not even above market value, we are above the cloud. See, he himself said that we are above the cloud. We are above the cloud.
Right.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate that. So, Brother Vincent, if you can go ahead, discuss traffic and try to make a bit, maybe add something to exactly what targeted traffic is, because some people just joined a couple of weeks ago and we are where we are. Some people need to know some of these terms. So go ahead, say what you want to say and give a bit of explanation around targeted traffic.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Comfort. No, Michaelis and Oliver, and they have also said about, even Bob also, they talk about the traffic. They have said all about OnPassive, about the artificial intelligence. So OnPassive is artificial intelligence AI also to bring targeted traffic to your website. So this is something that most people should know. This is targeting traffic. So the OnPassive also website is created for you through automated. So our website is automated and then also generate advertising and then the marketing system. So when you use artificial intelligence, we got all this opportunity. And then above that, the artificial intelligence also predict, also is like analytics. It predict what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen to our system, our website. And in this region of the world, these people, maybe most people in this region of the world, they will like OML. And then this part of the world, people like maybe OConnect. So all this prediction, artificial intelligence will do for us. It will help us also to do the marketing system. It helps also to predict the security system. So if our system can be targeted by maybe bad guys, like Brother Oliver said, artificial intelligence can predict that this period of the year, we could be targeted by bad guys. They are targeting our system. So it predicts the security, marketing, business profile. So a lot. So artificial intelligence, I think, is like a business, the most intelligent business tools for our modern society today. So if you have a business that you don't have artificial intelligence, I think you are not in this modern internet system, because artificial intelligence is the key, and that is the foundation, and then it's like a motherboard for your IT system, because the whole when you go to computers, we used to call it the system inside there is motherboard, where all the system lie on. So today, now our new world, if artificial intelligence is the motherboard of the computer, so it will do everything, all the systems, security to power, performance, even analytics, it will do everything for us. And then it can also do the advert, target, everything. So this is how good is the artificial intelligence going to work for OnPassive. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vincent. I think I like this bit where you say artificial intelligence is the motherboard of the modern business society. How else could we say it? I think I appreciate that. Thank you. So Collins, do you think you have something to add? Then I'll give the opportunity to our brother Chris and Mike to conclude this session for us, please.
Yeah, just have one thing to add. You know, while our brothers, they were just speaking, I was listening, and really, really great. You know, and one thing Bob even mentioned, Oliver, the integration. We cannot talk about OnPassive without looking at the integration, because integration is one of the huge and the most difficult thing to do when it comes to IT. We're looking at OMail. standing there as a standalone product. How do you integrate OMail to ONet so they talk together? How do you integrate ONet to OTrim? How do you integrate OTrim? And as said, let us wait until we see the whole ecosystem. We'll be amazed of what is happening, because the whole ecosystem is like a mother and all these baby, they are in the womb. It's like we go in there and we can just see what you just one door you come and you see everything. How do they do this? So they integrate, and remember there will be integration more. So if you look at the integration, for instance, we are here. So Chris is talking to me, I'm talking to Mike Ellis is talking to Vincent. We are all here. Okay, just imagine you bring Marty Digamo, and then Marty Digamo disconnect me, disconnect Oliver, disconnect. So we just fall apart because you bring something that cannot fit with us, and all of us just collapse. That is the integration we are talking here. So the moment you bring something, you must go and check. Chris, are you okay? Collins, are you okay? Mike Ellis, are you okay? Are you really corresponding with this? If I trigger a message, can you all receive it? That is integration. And if one said no, that is a foreign body, we have to kick him out. So that is really, really massive. The integration of unpassive products so they can talk to each other simultaneously is mind-blowing. It is easy the way we look at it in the front end, but it's not easy. And you are talking about integration in the database. Sometimes we don't know how many database these guys in Hyderabad they are working on. Is it Oracle or MongoDB or SQL Server? We don't know, but they are all talking seamlessly together because of the volume of data coming. And we are estimating when Ash looked at this, he said, the internet space, 5.5 billion. How do we cater for all these people? Because you never know if all of them will come in, and how do we handle this so the system will not collapse? This is the integration we are talking of, seamlessly to a data center and the cloud. Integration upon integration. So it is just crazy if you look at it. It's so crazy. So I'll leave it there.
I know, it's crazy indeed. If it's not crazy, then it's not on passive. If it's not abnormal, then it's not on passive, right? That's just who we are. So Chris, if you can, please, you just want to comment on what you based on what you've heard, and maybe a last word of a reminder or encouragement to our fellow founders.
Yeah, listen, Comfort, listen, these guys, there's no other way to say it, but you make technology sexy, the way you guys talk about it.
I know.
Bottom line, I do want just real quick want to touch on traffic for the simple-minded people out there like me. All right.
And me too.
32 years of driving in real traffic for 2 or 3 hours, one way to get to work and get home. When I heard the word traffic, when I first got here, I don't want to hear the word traffic. But Ash has a saying, all roads lead to Rome. I think you guys heard him say that a few times, right? Mm-hmm. And I, a long time ago, said, what does targeted traffic mean to me? And this means to me, every road in the world has no, and the impassive road with traffic, we don't have potholes, we don't have construction. As Mike knows, in Colorado, we don't have boulders rolling across our roads and freeways.
No traffic lights.
Exactly. And all this targeted traffic, what it means is every road in the world is directed to your laptop, your smartphone. And where do you think 8 billion people are going to be on that road? They're going to be on that road and they're going to be zipping to each one of us because there's nothing in their way. There's nothing that can stop us. It's going to be constant, consistent, and it's going to be unbelievable. So I love traffic now. I love targeted traffic. I love impassive because impassive got rid of the potholes, the rolling boulders. All right, the storms, the ice on the roads, they got rid of all that. It's a perfect smooth road, and all these roads go right to your laptop, your phone, and you're going to benefit from that. That's all I got, Comfort. That's to fit in with these sexy guys here. I don't know what else I could say, but I love every one of you.
All right, thank you. I would like Mike to say what he wants to say, and maybe Bob, really quick, say something to our founders concerning the frequent visit of the back office. But Mike, you go first and just say anything you want to say now, please.
Yeah, when I come on with this group, and each and every one of you bring up really, really cool things, and each item that you bring up, it's another hour or two. I mean, literally, Collins, what you just brought up, that's a conversation that would go for a month. Yeah, it really is cool. You know, traffic is one of the things that I've been doing for a very, very long time. It's something I love to talk about. And it really is, you can make it very, very simple. It simply is know your customer. That's it. Know your customer. And when you know your customer, you know a single word or a single phrase that will bring them in, get them excited, and come in and use whatever it is you're doing. And when you think about the media, the media team that Mr. Mufareh has, they are so good at doing this. And then when you add AI into it, which improves it, it sees what's working, what's not working. It works very, very quickly. But it is the human touch that makes traffic effective. And we have a group of individuals that know their customers. They know people. They know what people are thinking and what they want. And once you can do that, the amount of traffic that you can bring in, very, very qualified traffic. And all I'm talking about with traffic is customers coming in. When you have that, it really is infinite what you can do. So traffic is one of those things that on Passive, they're better than anybody I've ever seen. And since Ad has added the media people coming in, it's just gotten better exponentially. It really has. So traffic is one of those things you don't have to worry about. AI will take care of a lot of that stuff. But if you are interested, OnPassive will have content that you can use and share with people and put out there that will help you grow your organization quicker. Last thing I want to say is we're all in a very, very unique position right now. If you are a brand ambassador, a founder that hasn't come in yet, it is very, very easy right now. Mr. Mufareh wants all of us to come in. Believe me, guys, I've done this over the last 6 hours. I brought people in. It takes about 3 minutes to come in, get on the OES platform, the OnPassive ecosystem platform. It's very, very easy. Mr. Mufareh wants about 80% of us in by Monday. Do not wait any longer. Come in, get it done. It doesn't cost anything. It takes 3 minutes to do. Come on in, get your OAS back office. Come on in. And from there, life is going to change in major ways you never even thought about. I believe over the course of the next 2 days, I think it'll be more than 80%. I think it'll be 85, 90, 95%. I really do. And the other people that don't come in, they're just not listening. They're not there. They've just disappeared. And they will come in over the course of the next 1, 2, 3 months. They're going to hear about OnPassive and they're going to go, well, I think I was a brand ambassador. I think I might come in and try this thing. So these next 2 days, very, very important. The most important thing that I say today, come on in, get your back office, get on there, and then get ready for the ride of your life. That's it, Comfort. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you.
Or Bob, or whoever.
Yep. Yeah, Bob, I think you
Yes.
just want to give this quick reminder too. It's important.
Okay, sure. Yes, thank you. And thank you for asking me to speak because I actually received a call from Cameroon yesterday. Someone was telling me that they are hearing that somebody is going around asking them to give some money to that the activation has started. This is real life, real, true story. A call that I received from Cameroon, and the person trusts me and he sees us here and he had my number and he called me directly. So I'm saying this to say that every information, like Dr. Soha said, like all our leaders have said, the information is at the back office. That is where you get the information. You go to the updates link. That's where you see information, any information that is coming through from the corporate. So please don't take any information from anyone else. Don't hearsay any hearsays. No, we don't believe in hearsays here. Any information about OnPassive, any legitimate information about OnPassive, you will see, you either hear it directly from our CEO or from Dr. Soha or from one of our trusted leaders, or you see it at the back office. Also, for those of us who are going in now and registering, which is very good, our CEO said we had, I think, 250,000 when he spoke at 360. Maybe now it's about 500,000. That's very good. You can now update your profile. You can now update your profile, change your country and your phone number. So please go in there and do that. Once you go into the OBS, because it's an automated process, your country changes. So make sure you click profile, click on profile, then update, and then select your country and then put in your phone number and then you save. And then when you come back into OBS, when you come back to login, I prefer to go into onpassive.com. And then at the top right, if you are using a computer, at the top right, you see login to OES. That's where you go now to log into the system. Don't go back in that front page. That's for those who have not come into the system yet. Okay. And then if you need to go into OO Founders, you can go in through when you are in the OBS. So let all of us, every single one, please go back, log in, make sure you are in so that, like Mr. Ellis said, if we have 80 to 90%, Mr. Ash has told us that you're going to see the referral link. So we can start sharing more to our friends and family if we want. So back to you,
Right.
Comfort.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you once again, Mike and Chris, for joining us. I think it's been a quality time well spent together. And those of you who joined us watching on the various YouTubes, can you just say a word of thank you to the wonderful team today for delivering just the Mr. Ash Mufarwa way. Thank you guys, and see you again really soon. Bye. Thank you.